Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, legends of the arena, welcome to today's gameplay review video where we will be discussing my thoughts and opinions on Apex Legends, the brand new Battle Royale game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by EA Games. Now this game came out of nowhere. They had no ads that I know of. It was just announced on a Twitch stream and then they released it. It's free to play on PS4, Xbox, and PC. So I encourage you to go download it and give it a shot because it is currently kind of everybody's favorite game, and it's everyone's favorite game, and everyone's playing it for a reason. If you guys haven't seen some of the numbers they hit, it's been like a week and a half, and they have over 25 million players already, and it's super smooth with very few hiccups. So, again, I urge you to go ahead and download the game, give it a shot. But we're going to be going over some of the things that separate this game from other Battle Royales, kind of in the same way that building separated Fortnite and allowed it to grow so fast because it was something new and unique and different, and it ran very smooth. But going into it, besides, again, it being fast-paced and smooth, the game's super balanced. There's only a couple of guns I can think of that are kind of useless, essentially, but there's not really any that are necessarily overpowered. I mean, the Peacekeeper shotgun, if you have it fully loaded out and you know what you're doing, can be pretty good. And if you have a nasty shot, then the Wingman pistol can also be pretty darn good. But besides that, I think the number one thing that I'm personally loving about this game is it's the perfect blend of the fast-paced speed you want in a shooter and the slower, more strategic tactics that you need in order to win a Battle Royale. Now here in a moment, you guys are going to see the big thing that separates this game from other Battle Royales, and that is the fact that it's kind of a hero shooter. I don't know if you, like Realm Royale is the same way, but this is executed 10 times better. You guys are going to see here on the screen popping up now the legend screen in the like the menu where I'm going to go through the legends. If you guys want to read up on any of these abilities, feel free to pause or go back just so you guys can see what all the different legends, passives, and their abilities and their ultimates do, which I'll be going to in just a moment as well, specifically with Wraith since that's the gameplay. That's who I'm playing in the gameplay that you're seeing, which is from my Twitch stream, which will be linked at the end of the video and also in the description. But that is, again, the main thing that makes this game different from other Battle Royales. It's that it's a hero shooter with different legends. Each of those legends have different abilities, different passive abilities, and different ultimates, which can all be helpful and provide you with, some information and some advantages during the match. For example, Wraith here, who I'm playing as, her passive ability is that she kind of hears voices when people are looking at her, which you guys will see in a later clip. I hop on top of a building and she says, like, they're looking right at us or something like that, so that you know when you've been spotted, and you can kind of let your squad know, hey, they know we're here, maybe we should fall back or reposition, or, you can kind of further analyze how you want to go about the combat situation. And then her ability is to jump into the Void, which if you guys ever played Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it's kind of similar to the FTL jump where you would go into the, fourth dimension or whatever, and you can't take any damage in there. So it's essentially the same. And then her main ability, her ultimate, I guess, is the little portal that she opens up, which again you guys will see, and I'll point it out later in the video, where she basically opens up a portal that anyone can travel through, and it stays open for 60 seconds. But some of the pros about this game, on top of it running so smooth upon release, regardless of the player base being massive, I would say the game's ping system is really useful. If you're playing on PS4 or Xbox, then you're going to be hitting either R1 or right bumper to ping all sorts of stuff. You can ping enemies, you can ping locations, you can ping loot. You guys are going to see here I use the left bumper ability, which allows you to go into the Void, which again is similar to the FTL jump in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So right here I can't take any damage. I come out of it and secure the kill. But the ping system again is really nice. It allows for good communication regardless of being squatted up. So if you're playing with randoms, you guys can still communicate fairly well. And then another big pro of the game is that none of the legends are really overpowered. I know Shroud on stream said that Bangalore is the best legend. But I feel like you can make an argument for really any of the legends being the best. Bangalore's smoke grenade is definitely useful. Her ultimate can create a ton of havoc and chaos on the map. But, I mean, again, you can take really any of the legends and make really valid cases for them, and none of them are really OP. And then this game's squad mode is actually 3 players, and I've yet to be able to assemble, you know, a certain combination of 3 legends that work best together. You can mix and match it however you want, and it's always going to be pretty balanced regardless of who's playing. But some of the cons now, I don't know if you guys have experienced this on Xbox or PC or PlayStation or anything, but I feel like sometimes the sliding mechanics don't work. So I'll be sprinting and I'll hold down B to slide, and it just won't initiate the slide. Sliding in this game is super helpful because it allows you to, if you're going downhill especially, you can actually pick up speed. Here, you're going to see me misclick and use my ability when I meant to open a portal, which I'm now doing. So I just set the entry level of the portal, or the entry hole if you want to call it that. And then here I'm placing the exit point. And on the mini-map, you can see my teammates kind of go through there real quick, and now they're out of that engagement and back to safety. But the sliding's kind of inconsistent. I would like to see them add a scope sensitivity setting. They have regular and then they have ADS, but I think that they need one for higher power scoped, because having the same aim down sight speed with a red dot versus like an 8x scope is pretty drastic. So I would like to see that implemented. I think the command wheel could use some improvement. If you guys have ever played Smite, that game, I mean, granted you couldn't do the same stuff on this, but the amount of different commands you have in Smite, just with clicking different combinations of buttons, I think that this game could, I think really any game could look at that and develop something similar. This game's, again, its pinging system's great, its command wheel's great. I just think it's an area that can be improved upon. And then the ability animation needs to be a little bit faster. So I've noticed playing certain legends, I'll hit their ability and I'll actually go down while I'm activating it, which is super frustrating. And it could just be, you know, a timing thing where it's another thing that separates the good from the bad players, which I'm fine with. But a little bit about Respawn as a development group, now that we've talked about the game and why it's so fun and why it's growing so fast. Again, here's another great use of the portal. I open it, my teammate fell off the building, and I set it down here so we can regain that high ground before entering the final fight. But again, Respawn Entertainment, they're the team that developed the Titanfall 1 and 2, which Titanfall 2, really anyone that's played it says it's a great game, and its player base has actually increased in size since Apex Legends came out, and I think it's because people are seeing how fun this is, and now they want to go and give Titanfall 2 a shot. I've even considered, and I've never played either Titanfall game, but they've been really transparent as far as where they want to go with the game and talking with the community on Twitter, specifically Vince Zampella. I don't exactly know how to say his last name, and I don't have it in front of me, so I can't sound it out. But Vince, he's the CEO of Respawn. He's been super open with the game. I know he plays it, which is great. Anytime a development team is playing their own game is great, because now they're going to experience the same issues that the rest of the player base has, and then they can go and address it. But they've been really transparent, which I think Epic Games, the developers of Fortnite, kind of set that standard with Fortnite being super transparent as far as, you know, what's coming up in patches and issues that they know of. And I appreciate them for setting that standard. And I think the game just overall, I think it just has a ton of potential. I know that they've looked into crossplay because that's the big thing now that everyone's trying to get on board with. By the way, that's the end of the gameplay. You guys are now just seeing me flip through the different guns in the game, so you guys can just see them and see some of the different skins on them. But I know that, again, they've mentioned that they want to do cross-platform and cross-play, but one of the things they did mention was that the game itself was in development before cross-play was such a big deal and a big factor as far as developing your game and making it cross-platform. So because it wasn't around when they were in the stage of developing the game, they weren't able to add anything that would allow you to transfer cosmetics between systems. So if you're on Xbox and then, you know, 3 months from now the game gets cross-platform and you also have a PS4, any skins you have for Legends or different weapons are not going to be able to transfer from Xbox to PlayStation, which that's not a huge deal. I know some people are going to be very upset by it, but I personally would much rather be able to play with people on different systems than to have my skins transfer between different systems. But I think that, you know, if Respawn does a good job keeping the game as balanced as this is already, and none of the new Legends that they release, which I think they're not going to release any until like June or something, but as long as none of the new Legends are overpowered or create overpowered combinations of players, then I think that this game has a lot of potential. People are already saying, you know, it's the Fortnite or Blackout killer, which, I mean, that's nor here nor there, but I think it has a ton of potential. I mean, having different Legends and different abilities adds something different to the game, and I hope that it grows, and I'm really excited to see just the future of this game, and I hope you guys agree. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys agree with some of the points I made. If you guys disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you guys want to watch more gameplay like this live, you can come over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/milesjoseph_G. That'll be up in the corner that you're seeing now, or down in the description. I go live at pretty random times, so you guys can follow me on Twitter. All that'll be in the description as well. I make sure to post whenever I go live. It's just with work and stuff, it's not the most consistent schedule. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys can expect some stream highlights, some full VODs coming soon, and just gameplays as well. So stay tuned, hit subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Peace.